sold cocoa nibs I prepared myself, chocolate and coffee beans. These drinks were considered as wholesome alternatives to alcohol, which we as Quakers strongly disapproved. And so as my business began to prosper, I was able to attract fashionable customers to buy my goods and see the colourful displays in my shop window. In my spare time, I experimented with preparations of cocoa beans and chocolate, which I could sell in the shop. Soon I had to rent a warehouse in nearby Crooked Lane, where I could manufacture these products on a larger scale. At first, it was very difficult, because I had to pay high taxes on the cocoa beans. And then, on top of all that, I had to move out of Crooked Lane and into another factory, here in Bridge Street. That's when my brother Benjamin joined me, and together we formed Cadbury Brothers. With more space, we could now prepare a cocoa powder and an eating chocolate that could be packed and sold. Soon after, my eldest son, Richard, joined the company. Having Richard with us made all the difference. He saw to it that the quality of our cocoa improved, introduced new products, and even opened a shop in London. Our efforts were rewarded when we received our first royal warrant from Queen Victoria. That was when my youngest son, George, joined us.
George introduced many benefits for the workforce, such as half-day holidays, a sick club, and many improvements in the factory.
And Richard, your new designs for our packaging were a huge success.
Well, we had to try something different, just to get ourselves recognized, Father, as we were still a small company.
I remember it was a struggle, but with everyone's hard work, we managed to turn things around.
Our aim was to manufacture only the highest quality cocoa and chocolate.
I know, and I could tell you some stories of less scrupulous producers who added brick dust to their cocoa.
Ours was still gritty, but we only added sugar to take away the bitter taste and starch to absorb the fat. However, George had heard of a new kind of cocoa press. He went to Holland in 1866, saw the press being used and brought one back.
The Van Houten press.
Oh yes, Father. You see, because we could extract more of the cocoa butter, there was no need for more additives. Not only was our cocoa essence more palatable, but also output increased.
We became the only company in England that could produce such a pure cocoa essence.
We advertised and were praised in medical journals who approved the benefits of our product. Our cocoa essence sales increased and our eating chocolate became even more popular.
The Bridge Street factory was now too small to cope, and we had to expand somewhere else.
For some time, George and I had shared the same vision to build our new factory in a garden setting, away from the smoke and grime of the city.
If the country was a good place to live in, then why not to work there? We found a rural site surrounded by farmland that was just 4 miles south of the city. It was close to a canal and railway line.
We called our new factory Bourneville, after the Bourne stream that ran through the land.
And Ville, after the fashion for naming anything in the French style.
We opened our new factory in 1879 and were faced with many more challenges as the size of our workforce increased.
I'm proud that you both had the courage to hold on to our beliefs and continue to treat your employees as though they were part of the family.
Well, you showed us that management could share the responsibility of running the factory by working hand in hand with the workforce.
The improvements that you made in the working conditions in the new factory and the benefits you offered your employees were way ahead of their time.
But times were changing, Father. Why should we allow our workers to live and work in appalling conditions just because that's what other employers do?
As the company prospered, we introduced bonuses, such as payment for output and punctuality, a 5.5-day week, pension schemes, works committees, training, and many other benefits.
What about recreation for our people?
We built swimming pools, gymnasiums, football and cricket pitches, and organised works outings.
And you'd started to develop Bourneville Village.
You see, our vision was to create a community around the factory, with decent homes and space to live, so that our employees could enjoy a fuller life.
As the company grew, and our sons joined the business to take over the day-to-day management, George was able to devote more time to developing Bourneville Village.
We bought more land and built new houses, a hospital, schools, churches, and many other facilities, not just for our employees, but for the whole community.
As we approach the 20th century, we launched many new brands, including assortments and fancy chocolates.
I sent my son George to Switzerland to find out how chocolate was made using fresh milk.
Soon after, Cadbury were able to manufacture chocolate with a much higher milk content that rivaled even the best Swiss products.
That was when we launched our most important new brand. We called it Cadbury's Dairy Milk. It became so popular with its distinctive taste that sales exceeded all our best expectations. And within a short while, it had become our best-selling chocolate.
We now use milk chocolate in a whole new range of products, from Easter eggs to the new selection we called Milk Tray.
In 1919, we merged with Fry, and the company went from strength to strength.
Through the 20s and 30s, we launched many new products, many of which are still favourites today. Our new glass and a half logo was introduced, and we began using the Cadbury script in all our merchandising.
With the outbreak of war in 1939, chocolate production was drastically reduced and rationed, although we were able to maintain supplies to our armed forces.
Cadbury also contributed to the war effort in other ways.
After the war, the company was determined to start production of chocolate again and recover our position as market leaders.
When I look back to the time when I struggled to make cocoa and chocolate in my shop in Bull Street over 170 years ago, I could never have dreamt that the company would grow to its present size. But through the example, determination and leadership of my sons and their descendants, and with the hard work and loyalty of our workforce, they have secured the company's success and long-term future. And so we have seen that big things have their roots in the smallest beginnings.